Okay, next morning, the crew has left to go to the old bazaar in town, but I am taking a bus to Ohrid, which is like an old heritage city, UNESCO heritage city. So it's meant to be very, very beautiful. There's supposed to be a lake there that's like either one of the oldest lakes or the oldest lake in Europe. It's gonna be a 3-hour bus ride though, which I'm not stoked about, and I have about 25 minutes to get there, but I'm taking a taxi, so it's fine. Let's go do that then.
Back and forth, left and right, there it goes, no more light.
We are currently on a, rest stop, and I saw this sign, and for a split second I thought we were passing into Kosovo. I was a little bit concerned, but it is not. I'm about, I think, maybe an hour away from Ohrid now. The bus tour is currently going through a lot of twisty-turny, uppy-downy, round-the-bend, mountainy drives, which doesn't make my tummy feel great. I wish I'd taken Dramamine before this trip started, but so far I'm holding out. Okay. Alright, I am now in Ohrid. The bus was fine in the end, didn't get sick. The bus driver kept stopping and picking up people on the side of the road, so at one point a husband and wife got on and there was one extra seat, so she sat in the seat and then he had like a folding plastic stool and he just put it in the aisle and just sat there for like an hour and a half, which was strange. I took a snap of it.
Up and down, hearts are burning all around.
And then I stopped for another guy and he just stood in the aisle holding onto the seat supports for a long time, which was very strange, and his backpack strap kept hitting my arm and I had to like ask him to take his backpack off. But whatever, I'm here now. And look. Oh, there's the lake. The owner just left on his motorcycle. I totally want to go down to that lake. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna disappear by the time I zoom in. Damn it! In that little corner there was a lizard crawling on the window. You can see his tail. Oh, hey cutie. Oh, dude. Anyway, this is the top floor of the hostel. It's an outdoor lounge, which is cute. Might like chill up here for a little bit later on. I got here, the hostel owner like gave me the tour of the facilities and he goes, and there's ice cream in the freezer, so if you want ice cream. What hostel provides ice cream for their guests? Pretty cool place. So I'm gonna go get my bearings and then go explore. By the way, this is the neighborhood my hostel is in. Not the same street, but just around the corner. It's, I don't know, Sunday afternoon, but Sunday afternoon. It's so calm and chill. I like it. It's nice. I just realized that I left my umbrella at the hostel and those clouds look slightly terrifying. I might be in a situation of having to run inside for somewhere for a bit. Not really, because I'm like gonna be like drenched or something from wearing black. It's fine, but I have electronics. Precious. I have my priorities. Surprise, surprise! I went to the lake. It was really like a 10-minute trip on foot, so not hard at all to do. And I could very easily just sit here all day, but now I'm realizing that I'm kind of hungry. Oh, I have an apple. Perfect. I can sit here all day.
Back and forth, left and right, there it goes, no more light. Follow me, follow me.
Apparently this place is called Saint Sophia. Okay. Yeah, this side is way cooler than the other side. It's like a stadium seating situation. I mean, they do shows here? I don't know. So, in order to get like around to the other attractions in the city, you kind of have to like hug the beach, or hug the lake, not the beach. And there's this like walkway path to it, and it is kind of rickety. So I see people walking on it and they look fine, but you can feel the boards shifting underneath your feet. So it's gonna be one of those situations where you put your headphones in and you pretend that it's not happening. Oh, also look, that's really nice. But I'm a big fan of just hugging the water. This is pretty quality. Taking a small break just to be lakeside.
That way, maybe?
I found a perch. I'm up at the top of the little curve around the lake. There's I don't know if it's a monastery or a church. I didn't really check beforehand. It's St. John something. Wait, I can check. I downloaded the offline map. Church of St. John the Theologian. So I'm just there right now. I feel like I might just sit here for a little while. I have a book. I have some water. I have podcasts. I might just enjoy the view. I don't really know of much else to do in Ohrid. And it's kind of too late to do any of the spectacular things like scuba diving and something that's like almost 4:30 p.m. I could try, but I'm not really motivated to do anything in particular. I kind of just want to sit and enjoy the water. So that's what I'm going to do for a while until I get hungry, and then I might go forage some food. Down there, maybe? I'm kidding. Sorry for all the water shots. Here's another one. The camera isn't even right. It doesn't look right in the camera. It's much better in life. Like right over there, it's really hard to see, but there's like this whole mountain range just covered by mist. This is a wonderful spot. So, after a good, cozy little read in the nook, I decided to come up the little hill and look down on the church. I'm gonna be going up there in a minute, but still, look at the mist. Okay, this place is totally a tourist trap, but it's literally on the water, and I couldn't resist. Sadly, I think this is my first traditional Macedonian food since I've been here, because lunch yesterday was scavenged, or it was kind of unexpected at a cafe bar. I don't know what to call it. A restaurant. It was a restaurant. And then dinner was pizza because we had such a large group. That was easy for people. So I got moussaka. So if I'm drinking white wine on the water, does that make me a wasp? Probably. Also, I am currently listening to Two Dope Queens on podcast, and probably not the best idea to listen to a comedy podcast when you're eating alone. Oh well. I finished dinner. It still boggles my mind the currency exchange, because I paid like about 8 euros for that meal. No, 10 euros for that whole thing, which was like 2 glasses of wine and like a meal. And now I'm heading slowly back to my hostel. My heart is breaking a little bit more with every step because I have to leave the lake. I'm so cheesy. I love it. Look. I hate this treat. It's like, ugh. This cannot be what UNESCO is trying to preserve. This is gonna be the last views of Ohrid that we see, because I am now going to the bus station to catch a bus back to Skopje, where I will spend a couple of hours, and then I have to go to the airport there to go back to Paris. It's very sad. Also, it is like already 30 degrees, and it is not even 9:30 in the morning, so it's gonna be a scorcher, and I'm gonna spend it in buses. I was told that I have to have burek when I come to Macedonia, so there it is, and it comes with yogurt. So, let's see what this does. This tickles me. Like any time I see Cyrillic, I either get really confused or really pleased. But I've never had bitter lemon before, and I like it. As for the burek, it was nice, very filling. That was not a big plate, but I'm very full. Big airport is so empty. Kind of sad. Anyway, back to Paris.
When the immigration officer starts scolding you for not having an up-to-date visa, even though he's holding your current visa in his hand. Oh, I am now home from... Oh, was I in frame there? I don't know. I am now home from everything in my messy apartment that I thought I tidied up before I left, but apparently I didn't do very much. Very tired. I have been traveling for 13 hours. I left the hostel in Ohrid at 9:30, got to Skopje at 12:30-ish, went to buy a bus ticket to go to the airport, intending it to be around like 2:30, but the only bus that they had was at 1:20, or else it was at 3:30, and 3:30 was going to be pushing it. Excuse you. Outside. There are people celebrating or eating after Ramadan. It's like 1 week into Ramadan, something like that. Anyway, so I had like 40 minutes to kill in Skopje instead of 2 hours like I thought. And so I just went to get some burek, which I had been told to get by somebody who lived there, or who grew up there anyway. And then went to take the bus to the airport, chilled at the airport for a little bit, and managed to find Wi-Fi, but it was the kind of Wi-Fi that cuts out every like 5 or 7 minutes, so I kept having to log back in, which was annoying, but I mean, first world problems. And then I got on the airplane, and I came back to Paris, and then I remembered when I was leaving the airplane that I still had to get from Beauvais to Paris. which was another hour and a half in the bus. Thank God there was no traffic this time, so we weren't held up. And then another 45, 50-ish minutes to get from the bus stop to my house. And then I got to my house and dropped everything on the floor, literally unzipped my backpack, flipped it over, dumped it out, and that's me unpacking. I'm terrible at unpacking. I hate it. It's like admitting that the trip is over. And I always have like the vacation hangover after I get home from a place. So the next couple of days I'm going to be a little bit mopey. But I still have to do some, like, I have to edit the videos. All of this. I don't think I have anything else to say, really. I don't know when the next trip is going to be. I'm going to Spain in July, but I don't know if I'll be able to take another weekend trip before that. Maybe, it's not sure. I don't know. But I really enjoyed being able to travel these last 2 weekends. I feel like it brought back a lot of what I was missing. So, I'm ending this trip on a happy note.